Hey everybody,
Hey guys.
my name is Jay. This is Kay. Welcome to our channel, The JK Way. We're here to talk to you guys about how we as millennials handle things such as relationships, travel, X, Y, and Z. We do it our way, the JK Way. But first, we're going to tell you guys our story about how we met.
How we got in front of this camera, why we have these shirts on, all of that, right?
Yep.
Let's take it back to when we first met, like 2012.
Yeah, 2012. That's when we first met.
Mind y'all, I'm from California. He's from Georgia. I moved to Atlanta in 2012, and we met in 2012. Yeah, like months later, something like that.
Yeah, I was still active duty Marine Corps at the time, and I was coming from Six Flags with one of my guys from the Marines, which happened to be her ex-cousin at the time.
I know, weird, but
yeah. We met up in a hotel lobby.
On some,
it was pretty random.
Yeah, it wasn't like we met up at the hotel. It was like Jake was in town. Jake was like, "Hey, me and some of my Marine bros are in town. We haven't seen you guys in a long time." Talking about me and my cousin, which used to be his stepsister. He's like, "I ain't seen y'all in a long time. Let's link up." For some reason, I don't know why we linked up at the hotel in the lobby. It wasn't on some like sneaky link stuff. It was like, no, we just met up in the lobby. I don't know if y'all were getting ready to head back and maybe restaurants.
Yeah, we were either coming from Six Flags or going to Six Flags.
So it was like a quick, like, hey y'all, I ain't seen y'all in a minute. What's up?
Yeah, one of the funny things is the girl I was actually talking to at the time was there. She doesn't remember that at all.
I don't remember a female being there. I just remember you, Jake, and another guy. But we both were in relationships at the time, so maybe that's why. I mean, I wasn't checking for nobody. I was just saying, hey,
she wasn't stunting your boy
at all. I'm just like, hey guys, nice to meet you. Da da da.
I didn't say anything either. Clearly, I had a girl at the time. I'm a faithful man.
He had a girl at the time. He was faithful, but baby, he was looking at me. He was looking at me, checking for me, because we're here now. And
fast forward, man, to 2019. We in 2012, that was the only time we made contact. With each
interacted.
Other.
That was it. It was just on some high vibe kind of stuff.
Yeah. In between that time, I would ask Jake about Kay, and we did that for the next few years up into 2019.
I had no idea.
And she was still in Atlanta, and I officially moved to Atlanta in like 2014, and I DM'd her on the
slid in them DMs.
Yeah, yep, on the usual, hey beautiful,
basic.
How you doing?
It was so basic, y'all, but he was so sweet. But I just was at that point. I was just living my best life by myself, doing what I wanted to do, and I was enjoying myself. And I just was not in the space to open up to anybody because I was happy with where I was. And no, I wasn't mean. And he came just on some very basic stuff. Ladies, y'all know.
What else are we supposed to say?
Y'all know how it is when a man he hitting you with the same thing everybody else hitting you with. Hey, beautiful, good morning, how was your day? It was good, it was dandy, but you're boring.
Man, y'all get copied and pasted, man. You can only say but so many things.
You see? Not copy and pasted.
It is what it is.
And he was getting copy and pasted responses. Pretty much. I was curving. He was like, how you doing? What you doing this weekend? I'm working. I'm busy. I'm working. I'm busy. I'm asleep. Don't talk to me. I'm working. I'm busy.
But she kept responding, though.
Because he was sweet. Like, ladies, y'all already know if a dude is not doing anything wrong, like, why are we going to be rude? Like, I'm not going to be rude to you if you're not doing anything wrong.
I done been curved many times for being a nice guy. Just throwing that out there. But I appreciate you curving me for a whole year.
I curved him, but it was a nice little curve. It was like you cool, so I ain't gonna like shh. I'm just gonna,
Yeah, so I messaged her legit for a year straight up until like February 2020. Mm-hmm. And I guess in between that time, no matter how many hints I threw, like This is sad because like girls throw hints all day and the guys miss them. Guys throwing hints is like, oh, you gotta be direct.
Yeah, I'm not no hint kind of girl because I'm not gonna hint anything to you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want, why I want, all of that. So,
but you were hinting the whole time because you could.
I wasn't hinting.
Stop talking to me.
That wasn't no hint. That was like
a hint to me.
No, that was like
that door was open. It might have been like
cool, let me be
this.
Cool back.
It might have been like this much open, but. Oh, okay.
The door wasn't open.
Nah, especially not like that. At that time, that door was closed shut with 3 keys to it.
Listen, I'm sorry.
We go back and forth in the DMs, and then I finally like, hey, you want to go get some crab legs?
At that moment, that's when I was like, because that was a very direct question. Can I take you out for crab legs or something like that? It wasn't what you doing this weekend. It wasn't, do you like to eat crab? It wasn't none of that. It was, can I take you out? That question changed his life.
And try to be respectful of her time, trying to see what she was doing, but it was always busy. But whatever, I asked her to go and get crab legs, and her schedule's magically free at the time to go get crab legs. We went to go get them, so you had to have some free time.
We went to go get them, and it was God.
Yeah, those crab legs was trash. It was trash.
And I had just gotten into seafood, and I'm like, and then we go to get crab legs, and it was horrible. I'm just like, maybe I don't want to get into the seafood stuff because. So the crab legs was trash, but he showed up looking good, smelling good, talking right. And I was like, let me
I said the same thing I said in the
That
DMs.
is not true.
I said the same thing.
That's not true.
The exact same thing.
Definitely not true.
I'm like, I didn't do
that.
Back on topic, Miss Curvy Queen. So around that time, that was like right before the pandemic. I think the pandemic really got thick in like March.
Yeah.
So we decided to meet up again for, I think you might have hung out in between time, but we definitely hung out in between time. Yeah. Oh, and this is when I realized that Kay was cool because I was still trying to transition out of a previous relationship. And I kind of hinted at it with her, but I didn't want to
Here he go hinting again.
Man, I didn't want to lose you in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The first 3 weeks of us talking.
So he was trying to be discreet about how he was moving because he was ending a relationship, and we was starting to hang out. And
I was moving fast.
Yeah, he was moving fast, but so he was trying he had invited me over to hang out, right? And we hanging out, and then all of a sudden he's like, I gotta go, I'll be right back. And I'm like, he's like, I gotta go do something. And I'm like, yo, bro, you asked me to come over. What you mean you finna be right back? I'm not finna stay here. What do you mean? And so he's just trying to be so discreet, but the way it happened, ladies, if you pay attention to what's going on, you know when something is wait, now, this ain't no regular, let me go do something. It's why you creeping a little bit? You was giving me creeping vibes. And so I was like, you left, and you was like, I'm sorry.
I didn't know how to, that's always an awkward transition, coming out of one relationship and going to another. But we got through that because, I guess it built a small sense of trust, foreshadowing.
Right.
Because we went on this date and, we went to go get sushi, and the place is usually packed. It's usually super crowded, and we go in, and there's nobody in there. We're like, oh, this is our lucky day. Turns out, they're like, oh, due to the pandemic, we only doing takeout. Yeah. And we're like, oh, dang, I'm all dressed up. I rode my motorcycle that day. It was a nice day. And so we ended up getting takeout and then just going back to the house and just talking. Yeah. So the pandemic actually became a blessing in disguise for our relationship.
Right.
It caused us to sit and talk every single day. Even like I said before, I was trying to cut off everything from a previous relationship. And I warned her, I was like, yo, this girl's gonna blow me up. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so back to the
I don't know
day,
what I'm gonna do about it, but I'm just letting you know this gonna happen.
And that all came from when he left that day. He was like, I gotta go do something. And afterwards, I was like, what was that about? Because it was very strange. And And that's when he told me, oh, well, she
Flat
hit me up
iron.
for a flat iron. And I'm like, okay, she's just trying to hang on to you however she can. Go give her the flat iron and be done with it. But so after that moment when he realized like she not tripping, like, and I wasn't tripping because at that point he was being honest. He was like, this is what it is. I gave her the last of her belongings. It should be nothing else, but she's probably gonna be hitting me up. Blah, say, blah, say, blah. And because he was open, I was like, okay, we can work through that. But if you was trying to be on some sneaky stuff, then like it wasn't gonna work. But because he was honest, we was able to kind of like, and like I said, we had just started talking, and ain't like we was in a full-fledged relationship, so I really couldn't be mad. Like,
yeah. So we ended up, dating. We made it official like March 28th.
Yeah.
And then, hey, it was smooth sailing. We did what we could do. We went hiking and things like that. Stuff that didn't require you to go sit at a restaurant. Or you just couldn't do anything for a while here in Atlanta. So, I mean,
we did a lot of talking and just hanging out. Like, and it was like
it felt very organic. Like it wasn't like, when you go on a date, everybody's on their best behavior. Like you acting, you yourself, but you're your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Versus like, okay, we hanging out and you just woke up. I'm like, are you annoyed when you wake up, or should I even speak to you when you wake up, and vice versa? So we got to weed all of those things out. So a year and a month, we got engaged.
Yeah,
we got engaged.
And everybody was like, "Oh, that's so fast." But one thing about it, I always said, like, whenever I found my person, I did not want to be engaged for a long time, because I just felt like by the time I found my person, like, I would already have known what I wanted, like, where I wanted to go. So whoever I was going to be with had to be in that same space. So therefore, we wasn't going to be together or dating for like a long time. And I said that to my mom when I was like a young kid, maybe early teen. So I wasn't alarmed by it. A lot of people was, but I was just like, listen, it is what it is. So a year and a month later,
we ended up getting engaged. But y'all gonna have to stay tuned and catch this next video. We'll drop the engagement in there. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know some of the things that you go through being caught in I'll call it the middle generation, or the middle child, like J. Cole says. With life, with your relationship, what's going on. And we can discuss it, and we'll give you the JK way on how to do things. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.